Hi guys, welcome to the next part in free-to-play money making series that I'm making. Thank you very much to start off with for the feedback and all of the views on the first video. As I say, this is a completely new YouTube channel, so I'm absolutely astounded to get that kind of feedback after just one video. So I think that I owe it to you guys to make sure that I get this part 2 out as quick as possible. So we're here, we're on the next day, we're on the 11th of October 2016, and I'm going to go through some more free-to-play money making methods for you guys. So what you're going to need for this episode, or for this next step, is you're going to need a wood cutting axe and a tinderbox. Try and get the best one you can use. This method doesn't actually require any levels, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting oak logs so I can stay in the same place, which requires level 15 wood cutting. You can cut normal trees and do this method as well, but really I'm just going to do it on oaks just so it's a little bit easier for me. As I say, it's level 15 requirement to cut these oaks. We are in Varrock at the moment. If we can see on the map, there's Varrock West Bank where we've just been, and we're just walking down to this oak tree here. So we're very close to the bank, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing for 1 hour how many ashes we can get. So I'll just demonstrate quickly what we'll be doing. We'll be cutting the tree till you get a log. We'll fill up the full inventory though. Use that on the tinderbox to light it, and then once this fire actually burns out, it's going to leave an ash behind, and then we can pop that in the bank. Okay guys, so I've been testing out this method a little bit, and I've found that the most efficient way to do it is to actually cut about half an inventory of logs, start lighting them, and then as you're waiting for those to burn out, then you can pick up the ashes of the other line. So half inventory seem to work best. We'll put the tinderbox here. Don't forget as well to pick up any of these bird nests as well. You can use a bird nest with a pestle and mortar and then sell it on the Grand Exchange, and it's quite expensive because it's used in herbalism. So I'm just going to speed up the footage now just to show the method, and then I'm going to check back in once an hour's gone by and we'll have a look at how much money we've made. As you can see guys, the first line has already started to burn out, so now I can start to collect the ashes up. Hey guys, Moo here, checking back in after 1 hour of burning logs and collecting the ashes. We managed to collect 352, so we're going to chuck them in the GE now and see how much money we made for the hour. And those sold for 5,632. So it would seem this this money making method isn't very viable today. I would assume it's because it's getting botted quite heavily. I did have an idea while I was doing it. Sometimes you see quite a lot of people doing fire making at the GE, sort of around this area. Might be more beneficial to collect the ashes from other people that are burning the logs. I don't know, but I might test that in the next video, the next part of this guide series. But it seems like this isn't very good, so we're just going to move straight on to the next method. Okay guys, we're here for the next method. We're in Lumbridge. We're going to be doing some cow killing. For this you do require some basic combat stats. I recommend you wear at least adamant armour. You could wear mithril, but you may get hit a little bit. If you do need food, there's a chicken farm just over there where those eggs are, just over here on the map. You can kill chickens, cook them, and that'll give you a bit of food. I've already filled up a little inventory for you just so that I could show you the route. So we're going to be killing cows, which is quite easy to do. I'm basically 40-40-40 stats. They're easy to get if you just train on the goblins, which are just over here in the hut. That won't take too long at all. So we're going to be looting the cow hides, and you do need to bring a little bit of cash with you as well, because we're going to be basically tanning the cow hides into soft leather. You can do them into hard leather, which will make slightly more money, but they are harder to sell. There's more of a demand for soft leather, as it's sort of like a beginning material for when you start crafting. Now we're going to head down here to the south. We do need to pay 10 GP to go through this gate, and then we're just going to be running south through Al Kahid, and here's the tanning shop here. So on the way to the bank, we'll go and see Ellis at the tanning shop. We're going to trade him soft leather, tan all. Now that's going to cost 1 coin for every single cowhide you've got, so it should cost you 28 coins, and that's 38 coins if you add in the toll for the gate. Obviously we're going to have to pay that again as we're going back through, but it's not much money at all. And then we're just going to be banking them here and just returning on the same route. So I'm going to check back in once we've been doing it for an hour, and we'll check. Okay guys, that's 1 hour of cow killing finished. We managed to kill and tan 324 hides. Now we went through the gate and paid to tan the hides 12 different times in an hour. So that cost us a total of 576 GP. That's including the gate cost and the tanning cost. So we're going to see how much money we've made now. We'll chuck this in the grand exchange. Fingers crossed, boys. Wow, we actually made 43,740 gold. Now if we take off the 576 gold that we actually had to pay to Ellis and pay to the gate guys, then we actually made 43k for the hour, which is actually very profitable. It gave good combat experience, and I actually found it really enjoyable. Out of all of the money makers, this is the one that I've enjoyed most so far. So I might actually carry on doing this until my stats are a little bit higher, but we'll move on to the next method and we'll test some more of these out for you. Right guys, we're here in Varrock East Bank, and I'm going to go through the next money making method. The requirements for this method: you do need to complete the quest Rune Mysteries, which you can find here. You can find a guide online. It's a very easy quest to do. It doesn't take long at all. There's no requirements to the quest. This method has no requirements, but obviously the higher your mining level, the better it's going to be. And you've guessed it, we're going to be mining Rune Essence in the Rune Essence mine. So take along your pickaxe, the best one you can use. Here is where we are on the map. We're in Varrock East Bank here, and we're going to be running down to the magic shop, teleporting into the Rune Essence mine, coming back and banking. So I'm going to do a very quick run. I'll speed up the footage just so that you can see the route that I'm taking. So as you can see guys, it's a very short trip to the bank. That's why I like this method. We are going to check back in after an hour of doing this, and we'll check what the profit is for you guys. Okay guys, we're checking back in after 1 hour of mining the Essence mine. We managed to mine 675 Rune Essence, so we're going to chuck them into the GE now and see how much money we've made. And that's sold for a total of 6,750 gold. That's not very much money for an hour's work, so again I think this is probably getting botted quite heavily in free to play, so we're just going to move straight on to the next method. Okay guys, for the next method I actually require 30 mining. I don't have 30 mining at the moment, I only have 25, so I'm just going to quickly show you how I'm going to get to 30 mining quite quickly. As shown in some of my other guides, we're at Varrock Southwest Mine. Here's the bank here, and we're just going to be doing what's called power mining iron, which is one of the fastest ways in free to play to get your mining level up. So I'll just demonstrate quickly how you do it. So you're just going to mine the iron rock. This is a nice spawn here because you've got the two without actually having to move about at all. It's taken a lot longer than I thought it would, but there we go, one piece of iron, And what we're going to do as we're mining the second piece, we're going to get ready to drop that piece, and we drop it as soon as the other one's mined. So there's no need to bank, and we're just going to do this right up until 30 mining. As you can see, the experience is coming in quite quick. We're getting 35 experience per iron that we're mining, so I'll check back in once I'm level 30 mining. Back, we've got 30 mining from power mining. We went from 25 to 30. That took us about 16 minutes, which really wasn't long at all. It was really quick. Really, I should go to 31 so that I get the adamant pickaxe, which will obviously speed things up a little bit. But I want to show you guys how much money you can make if you were like me, you didn't have many mining levels and you just went straight into it at level 30. So we are in Varrock West Bank, as we usually are in our videos, and we're going to be running down the road to the west to Barbarian Village, right here to this pickaxe where we're going to be mining some coal. So I'll show you the route quickly, and we're going to be mining for 1 hour as per usual, and we're going to see how much money you can make. I'm really surprised how quiet it is on these free-to-play worlds at the moment. I believe it's because Deadman Tournament seasonal launched, I think it was like a week or a week and a half ago, so I think a lot of players are sort of playing on there instead. But yeah, it just seems really quiet at the moment. Obviously you've got some fishing bots going on there. If your name appears there, I'm not saying you're a bot, I'm just saying it's quite likely that you are. Okay, so here are your coal rocks, and they're nice and empty, which is great. We've got 4 rocks here, so we're just going to rotate between them, and we're going to run for an hour, and we're going to see how much coal we can get and how much money we can make. I'll check back in later. Guys, we're back after 1 hour of mining coal. It was really quite relaxing to do. It was quite quiet there, as you saw in the last little clip. I managed to go up to level 31 mining just after the first load. It took 29 coal, so I recommend the first piece of coal you mine, you drop, and then 1 full load, and you can go and get yourself the adamant pickaxe, which I have here, and that really started to speed things up a little bit. So we managed to mine 198 coal, and we're going to chuck that in the grand exchange to see how much money we've made. Now, so far through this series, I've made quite a lot of money, just sort of like testing these methods for you, and we actually made enough money to get ourselves an ancient full rune set. So we're really pimping it out here now. We're looking proper. We'll just say hello to this little guy, and yeah, we'll see how much money we made doing this coal mining. Fingers crossed. So we actually made 35,000, so 35k an hour. As your mining level goes up as you're doing this as well, you'll be making more money. So it's actually quite a good money maker. I was asked by someone in the comments on the last video to make a guide on sort of mining and how we can make some more money mining, which is why I've included this coal method in there. I hope you guys enjoyed the guide. There's plenty more ways to make money in free-to-play, so I'll continue this series and keep showing you updated prices for October 2016, old school RuneScape, free-to-play, how much money you can make today in-game if you follow my methods. So thank you very much, guys. Please hit me with a like and subscribe to see some more videos. Thanks guys again. Peace.